Well, this is it, the mighty Hudson River. We're going downstream towards New York. Yeah, so we're going to Riverview Marina to put the mast up today. So, well, not today, it'll be probably tomorrow by the time we get all the stuff sorted out. So yeah, here it is, the Hudson, the next step. And goodbye Erie Canal. So we've done about 5 miles on the Hudson, and there's Captain JP the Third. Pretty neat. So we're in Albany, and this bridge in front of us, this front section here, it rotates out of the way, and it's a railway bridge. So it's quite the engineering feat actually. It's quite a wide bridge. But we don't. It doesn't have to open for us because we don't take. I think it'll take 25 feet under the bridge, and we're nowhere near that right now. Yeah. Why? It's rubbish. Some of the gubbins that makes it work. I don't know if it'll show up on the video or not. There you have it. So this is the skyline of Albany, and we've got here at about 12:30 on Wednesday morning. So here's obviously a warship of some description with a razzle-dazzle paintwork, which supposedly works as camouflage out in the open ocean. Pretty neat, pretty neat. So now we're seeing some of the industry around here. Finborg. And then at the other side of the river, a massive bulk carrier, Western Moscow. And it was either full of steel or it's getting filled with steel, I'm not sure which. So, first encounter with the big ship, going the other way. He kind of demanded the centre of the channel, so I let him have it. I thought there's no point arguing. Interesting little place right in the middle of the Hudson River. From what I can see, it's something to do with measuring the currents in this area, which are fairly strong right now. We've got 2 or 3 knots of current which are propelling us along at a healthy 8 miles an hour, the fastest we've been going so far. So yeah, pretty neat. I don't know if anybody lives there anymore, but you get some peace and quiet anyway. So that's the Hudson over there, and this little creek here brings us to Riverview Marina, and my mast goes back up here, and I'm putting the radar unit on. So I've just put this scan strut stand on there, and yeah, we should be good to raise the mast maybe tomorrow morning. All good. Okay, so we're in a bar called the Port of Call in the Catskill Creek. So we're sitting here with Lance and Anita, and life's pretty tough right now.
No.
Life's pretty tough. Had a good day. Lance and Anita got their mast up, and I got the radar unit somewhat mounted, and it kind of went well. So yeah, happy days. Okay, cheers. So we're here at the dock waiting for the mast to get put back up. And there's the crane that will facilitate that, and there's the radar unit mounted on the mast, so hopefully it's still there when the mast is back up. Cheers. And there we have it. The mast is back in with a radar unit. Couldn't have gone better, really. Wendy's out on a mission now. She's off to Walmart. We're getting low on beer, you see, so these things are important. So yeah, cheers. And there you are. After, I don't know, a couple of hours work even. I'll spend more time doing the wiring probably. But yeah, we are now a sailboat again. Just everything else has got to be done now, which will take me another day probably. Oh well, no biggie. Okay, so we're sitting on the Catskill Creek, and our good friends here, Lance and Anita, have set us up, and Wendy's just piling right in there. She can't get enough down there. And Jensen's wondering what's coming next.
Yeah. Do I get to...
Oh, that's it. We are now a sailboat again. Everything's back up. It's raining. Thanks. See you guys later. Take care. Yeah, so there's some other people getting their mast done. Yeah, so Riverview Marina. Very nice. Recommend it to anybody. Yeah, it was. Let's see if we can run aground now. Yeah, we're leaving at low tide, just like you shouldn't do. Oh well. We'll see. We'll see. I know it was shallow bit was right at the outlet here where we meet up with the Hudson. So hopefully we stick near these green boys. We'll be good.
You want to have this over there, huh?
No, not right now. Okay, that's all she wrote. So my screen is telling me I've got a big boat right in front of me, and guess what? There she is. Enormous. Yeah. I think we're going to give him all the room he wants. Somewhere else, eh?
That was about a bigger, type of episode I saw.
Very neat. Another big barge going by. So, pretty neat. They have the, and then they just push them with a tugboat. Pretty neat. Yeah. That's it. He's going quicker than we are, that's for sure. Wow, pretty impressive. Loving it. Yeah, I guess even this one is some sort of barge, because that's being pushed along by the boat that's plugged into the back end of it. So, yeah, way to go. This guy's been coming up on us for a little while now. It's pretty sweet. All day dodging these big lumps of weeds and shit like that, and they also have a few chunks of wood in there, so it's much better if you don't run over them, because your propeller lasts a lot longer that way. So, oh yeah, it's not a very nice day actually. Bloody rainy, miserable. Anyway, happy days. Let's go. Kind of a neat looking lighthouse on the way into Kingston. Having quite a nice boat in its day. Another push me pull you. Trying to figure out now where we can dock for the night. So that seems to have worked out quite well. The old Savannah restaurant.
Yeah, have to spend a certain amount of money.
So this is the Old Savannah Bar, and pretty nice decor, bits of ships and stuff like that. And we're walking out into the rain a little bit right now. But the main part of the restaurant, like we were in the outside bit, but it's really quite the bar.
It's slippy.
Lots going on in there. And then
It's in there.
you look this way, and what do you see? A magnificent yacht called Windswept 2. So yeah, you come and you park your boat right at the bloody dock, outside the pub, outside the bar, and we've got our own little ramp. Right, okay. You want me to go first?
Yeah,
All
and I
right.
want you to. I need to hold on.
You want to hold on to me?
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Okay.
push the gate.
All right. You got me? If I go down, let me go. Not. Yeah, so there we are, at the bottom of the ramp. There's our boat. You can't see that much of it actually. But anyway, it is there. And then you pan around, and there's the bar that we just spent the evening in. And this was a pure fluke. We just found something on the map and thought that it might work, and it sure did. Anyway, that's it. Bye for now. Kind of a neat little sculpture. It's the lighthouse that we passed on the entrance to the river, I guess. Only done in stainless steel. Very nice. So this is the historic district in Kingston. Some really nice hotels, well, restaurants, places like that. There's lots of bloody hills as well, I can tell you. So I had to go out and pick up supplies, as you do. And it was the longest 0.7 of a mile that I've pretty much experienced going up to that bloody convenience store. You can go for river tours on the Hudson. And then we've got a maritime museum here. So we might even get to have a trip round there later, if I can negotiate these tram lines with my trolley. So we're still hanging out at the Old Savannah restaurant. Nobody's moved us on, so we're just going to push it as far as we can. Just had a very productive morning, and here is my Doppler radar unit up and running. God knows how to use it yet, but anyway, it's supposed to be like colour coordinate or colour coded, so something coming towards you is red, something going away is green. It's great when you're colourblind. But yeah, so it works. It bloody works. I'm so relieved, so relieved. And then here's a general view down the river. Yeah. Happy days. Yeah. That barge looks kind of intimidating. I think our boat would just be a little bit of matchstick wood by the time it had finished. Bloody hell. And there's Fort Shula pushing it. Hopefully he can pull as well and stop it. Enormous. So this is the insides of the Old Savannah restaurant, and massive building. So I did a bit of looking around, and this was actually in the 1800s a place where they built steam boilers and stuff like that for tugboats. And the guy that owned it was a guy called Cornell, and he employed 450 people driving tugboats up and down the Hudson and maybe into the Erie Canal, I don't know. But yeah, he was quite the entrepreneur, I guess. Brilliant.